Now, South Korea's plan to fly out its nationals from the Chinese city of Wuhan, the epicenter of the outbreak, has been put on hold. 2 charter flights were initially arranged to evacuate South Koreans from the city on Thursday and Friday, with the first flight to leave this morning. But the Chinese government made some last-minute alterations to flight permits. For more on this, we connect our Foreign Ministry correspondent Kim Min-ji, who's on the line for us. Min-ji, fill us in.
The South Korean Consulate General in Wuhan made an urgent announcement in the wee hours of Thursday, calling off its original plan for South Koreans to meet at the airport in the morning. Now, it said the Chinese government made some changes to flying permits and advised them to wait until further notice. Seoul's Foreign Ministry says it's working with the Chinese government and local airlines to evacuate the South Koreans as soon as possible. But the Chinese side is remaining tight-lipped on the situation, so we don't know what exactly the problem is. Now, South Korea had planned to use 2 charter planes to evacuate some 700 South Koreans from the city on Thursday and Friday. The residents in Wuhan were told to gather at the airport about 5 hours before the initial flight schedule, which were originally 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. today, to go through quarantine procedures before boarding the plane.
All right, so any new arrangements for those charter planes then?
As of right now, no. An official from the Foreign Ministry said they are coordinating with the Chinese government to send a plane this evening, and there's also the possibility that only one of the 2 planes will be used, but that's all pretty much we know so far. Once up and running, a rapid response team comprising doctors, nurses, and Foreign Ministry and quarantine officials will be on the plane, and the evacuees, meanwhile, will be subject to a quarantine check both before and after the flight, and those that show any signs, any symptoms will not be allowed to board the plane. And once back in South Korea, they will be quarantined at 2 government facilities for 14 days. That's all I have for now. Back to you, June.